What's going on, cryptocurrency universe? It's the Bitcoin miner here. Well, I needed a couple extra ether cables today, so instead of ordering them or running down to the store and buying them, I figured I'd go ahead and make myself some, especially considering I've got the tools and the extra wire floating around. So this is some CAT5 wire right here. Just had it left over. You can buy it at Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. Put a link down in the description for it. And then you're also going to need a tool, which is going to be your crimp tool, kind of your cutter and your slash crimp tool, in order to do this, along with a few of your ends, which let me show you what they are. These are the CAT5 ends. Okay, so these are the CAT5 ends right here. And the wires have got to go into this. So I have pre-cut and stripped this wire, and then we've got to fur it out and kind of make it look like this so that we can organize them. Now if you go on the back over here, it's got two variations. I've always followed the right one, orange, white, orange, and then white, green, blue, and blue, white, green, brown, white, and brown. Hello, Miss Jackie. How are you? So basically, this tool right here, pretty cheap, but it does the trick. This cuts it all the way off at the end. This leaves a little bit of room, although I think this is meant more for flat wire than round wire. So I just kind of lightly squeeze it, turn it, and go ahead and cut off the shaving for it. But I use it as a measurement so I get the exact distance. Let's see if I can set the camera up. Alright, now I've got the phone propped up here. It should do the trick just so I can show you guys how to do this. So once you've got these cut, you know, got them flush here, got you a little bit of stripped here, probably about a ½ inch. You're going to want to untwist each one of these. And pull them out and try to make sure they're straight, and use your fingers to do this. Once you have all of these done, we're going to follow the order. It really doesn't matter if you're just making a single wire that's going to be like an extension between something, as long as the both two match. So if you put them on the same order, whatever order you use is really not going to matter for an extension cable, because you're just matching cable like wire to wire. Now if you're actually going to use, you know, kind of one wire on a router, one wire somewhere else, you really need to follow the exact pattern, especially if you're not just making an extension cable. Like if you're, you know, networking a house or something like that, it's very crucial that you follow the same patterns throughout. And the one that we've always used in North Carolina was the T56B version, so which is going to be, the first one's going to be orange white. So let's go ahead and pull these back together a little bit, like so. And then I want to put orange white over to the side, and then orange, then white green, then blue. That's not blue, that was green. I want to try to make sure they're flat, straight as possible for right now, just like this. Then we're going to want, after blue, we're going to go for blue white. We'll put this here so you guys can see it as well, just right here. And then we're going to want the green. See, it's got a little bend in the middle. You try to straighten that. There we go. Get the green in there. Now we need brown, white, and then brown. And if you guys are in a different country or a different area, you're unsure of the exact order that your devices or your country uses for the CAT5, as far as my understanding, there's only these two versions, A and B. just go look at a wire that you have, and look at the, well, worst case you might have to cut one, but look at something that you have that's wired, and you can look at the order that they have. Or you can always go through trial and error. Try looking it up online, but unfortunately I can just tell you my personal area, which is the United States, and North Carolina to be more specific. So what I'm doing is I'm wiggling these wires together closer, as you can tell. Just like so. Now we're going to take this little piece right here, turn it so that the clip is on the bottom, the metal is facing the top. Wiggle this into place. Slightly slide it in. Now we're going to double check the orders, which is kind of hard for me to do like this, so let me pull this up for a second. And meanwhile, I'll let you guys look at that backing. But it's going to be orange, white, green, blue, blue, white, should be green, brown, white, and brown. Okay. So this looks, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Perfect to me. So I'm going to go ahead and wiggle it all the way in so that they reach the ends. Now we're going to take our crimping tool, flip this over, slide this into place. Now guys, you want to make sure to do a real clean job of this, because everything in Bitcoin mining and anything cryptocurrency mining is you don't need high-speed internet, you need decent internet, but it's latency. You need to try to reduce latency as much as possible, so this needs to be done as clean as it can be. Now do it, squeeze it, hold it for 3 seconds, and then release. So try to do a real good job if you choose to make your own, because latency can be a big issue. Okay, I think this looks really good. Okay, let's go to the other end, and we're going to do it one more time real quick. Turn that, good that didn't mess up the recording. I actually have to make 2 cables here, so. So this is what the finished product's going to look like. We can set this one off to the side. We're going to grab the other end. Again, it's just pre-stripped. So when you're using these tools, don't over squeeze, just squeeze lightly and turn it, and then pull back and you'll strip it off really easy. So, spread our wires again. Now, this way you can also check each wire, make sure nothing got cut during the stripping process. This is a really cheap tool. I'll try to find a decent one, or a link to maybe a cheap one and a decent one online. But I think I paid like $12, $15. I don't remember. I've had this thing for years. So again, I'm garage dumpster diving, guys. I'm trying not to pay for much and do this as cheap as possible. So now that we got our wires all nice and straight again, we're going to have to go back, and we're going to want to do basically the same order, which is going to be orange, white, orange, white, green, blue, pause it. Okay, so I'm looking through the camera lens and it's a little hard to tell exactly what's going on. So I had to regroup and try to organize and straighten those up a little bit. So I left you guys off at the blue, and then I added the blue white. Now I've got to do green. And then brown, white, and brown. Now we got to wiggle these together. Now that we've got them all in the right row, hold them tight with your finger. Start wiggling them. There we go. Got them nice and lined up. Okay, let's insert them again. Make sure to put the little clip down. Don't push it all the way in. Just get it so that they actually wiggle into the holes a little bit. So you can see they actually went into the holes. So let's double check this. It should be orange white on the left, then orange, and then white green, blue, and then blue white, green, brown white, and brown. There we go. So let's go ahead and wiggle this into place. We're going to take our little crimping tool, insert it, hold it, 1, 2, 3, pull it out, and we've got 2 ends done. I just made my own CAT5 extension cable. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope this was helpful in some way or form and maybe saved you guys a little bit of money. Again, I'll put all the links down below. This is the Bitcoin miner here. Talk to you guys later on. Again, if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel. There's a lot more to come. See you guys.